Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for checking the video out today. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today. So before we dive into these topics, do me a favor, if you end up enjoying this video or finding it informative, be sure to leave it a like. It really helps the videos out more than you know. And if you are new here to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. The first topic I have for you is not very good news if you are somebody who is looking to play a Plague Tale Requiem on your PlayStation 5, as it's been revealed that it only runs at 1440p at 30 frames per second, which is definitely not good, I think, in the eyes of most people. Now, we just recently talked about Gotham Knights and how it came out that that game is also locked at 30 frames per second, and some people are not feeling too impressed with how the game actually looks when you kind of compare it to Arkham Knight, which came out in 2015. But now we're getting confirmation of a second game here that is apparently locked at 30 FPS on the PS5. But I think what's even more surprising about this is it's only running at 1440p, so it's not even like a full 4K or anything like that. And to make matters a little bit worse here, unfortunately, it seems like there are some slight frame rate dips during more demanding scenes on the PS5 version. It doesn't drop below like 5 frames. So like it'll probably run at, I think, like 25 frames at the lowest. But still, it just seems like on a technical level, this game is not doing what people were hoping it would do. And to be frank, it's just really disappointing to see AAA game developers really kind of falling this short when it comes to what they're doing with their games on the PS5. Hopefully, this isn't a trend that continues. I actually do suspect that going into 2023, we're going to see a lot less of this. Hopefully, we won't see this at all, especially because more developers should be dropping the PS4 and Xbox One. But on the upside, if you're somebody who is looking forward to this game, I have heard it's a good game. I heard the story's really good. I heard the gameplay is really good. So, you know, if this is something that you can kind of overlook, and this was a title you were looking forward to, you could probably still enjoy it. But I figured I would let everybody know. Next up, we have some very, very welcome news. Finally, Silent Hill. It's real and it's happening. I did an entire stream kind of talking about it, but I wanted to be sure to cover it in a regular news video. For anybody who doesn't catch the streams, Konami tweeted out on Sunday evening. They say here, "In your restless dreams, do you see that town? The latest updates for the Silent Hill series will be revealed during the Silent Hill transmission on Wednesday, October 19th at 2 p.m. Pacific time." And so this is something that came out of nowhere, but has people feeling pretty excited. However, I do want to note here that I've seen quite a few people basically saying that they're nervous that Konami is going to mess this up. And it is Konami we're talking about, so we should maybe take this with a pinch of salt, right? We have to remember that they have been out of touch with gaming for a long time, and that's true. I don't want to sit here and tell everybody that, you know, our wildest dreams with Silent Hill are going to come true on October 19th, but still, it's just been so long, and there's been so many rumors. I feel like there's just this kind of feeling of relief where it's like, okay, finally, we can move past the rumors, move past the speculation, and we're finally going to get hopefully some solid announcements. Now, I do want to let you know that they don't say here specifically what is going to be revealed, but it seems more than likely that a few different things regarding Silent Hill are going to be discussed, and at the very least, I think we will see a new game, maybe more than one game shown off here. And before I move on, I do want to let you know that apparently we are seeing some of the developers of Team Silent, the original developers of Silent Hill, kind of putting this out there, retweeting it, and showing their excitement for it on social media. Basically, I don't want to say confirming, but leading people to expect that, oh, maybe they are involved here. So reading from PlayStation Universe, It says that both Akira Yamaoka and Masahiro Ito shared the Silent Hill event news on social media, who fans will no doubt recognize as the series composer and creature designer, respectively. Naturally, this has got fans speculating that both of them are involved in whatever the new Silent Hill games are that Konami has up its sleeves. And, this is what we heard. We heard some reports or some rumors that, some developers from Team Silent are going to be involved in one way or another with these projects. And I think that for Silent Hill fans, that is going to go a very long way in giving them some confidence that they're going to do it right this time, that being Konami. So hopefully that's true, and obviously I'm going to stream this on the 19th. It's going to be a really good time, so feel free to come and hang out with me. We're moving on to the next topic, though, which I don't really know how to feel about this one, but I felt as though it was worth covering just in case there is any truth to it. So reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, it says an upcoming PlayStation showcase has allegedly been delayed by Sony due to the ongoing CMA investigation into Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard. The showcase, which was reportedly set to feature new exclusives and first-party IP, is said to have been pushed back due to a feeling that it would add weight to Microsoft's comments in the investigation. The news comes from reputable PlayStation insider Millie Ahmad, who claimed that Sony was planning to hold a PlayStation showcase on October 20th. The showcase was reportedly going to contain both a Silent Hill reveal and the reveal of Hideo Kojima's upcoming mystery project. However, Sony has now pushed back this date internally and is now, quote, holding firm, end quote. So this was something that was being reported on today, and it's interesting because I have seen a few people, even on my channel, wondering what's going on with Activision Blizzard and the Microsoft acquisition right now and how involved Sony is with this. Could this get in the way of PlayStation doing a showcase? Could it make it so that Sony feels the need to maybe hold off on doing one or making any major announcements as this is going on? And I thought to myself, maybe there is some possibility of that, but it seemed unlikely to me, and it still seems pretty unlikely to me, only because I just don't know how the CMA couldn't be aware that, yeah, Sony does have exclusive games. They clearly have more exclusive games in development, and they're clearly going to announce more exclusive games. And you consider that the focus of this entire thing has been mostly on Call of Duty, not just exclusive games necessarily, and basically the impact it could have, being owned by Microsoft. It just seems a little bit strange to me that Sony would consider delaying a showcase for this reason. But at the same time, I am almost inclined to believe this is true, because when you look at the way Sony has been behaving with this whole situation with the Activision Blizzard acquisition, and how, Jim Ryan has been making moves and saying things, even publicly, that are not making Sony look very good. And you can tell there's just some frustration coming from the PlayStation fan base because of how much focus is on this. It's hard for me to sit here and say that there's no way this could be true, because, again, looking at the way Sony's been, yeah, I could see them doing this. Now, it's hard to say whether or not this actually is legitimate, that Sony delayed this, but what I will say is we've been talking about a PlayStation showcase for some time now. There have been many signs that point to a showcase, and this would, I guess, explain why there is not one to look forward to at the moment. So we'll have to see. At this point in time, I'll leave it to you. You guys tell me what you think about this. But we're going to move on to the next topic, which talks about God of War Ragnarok. We have some good news once again. First of all, we're hearing about the review embargo and when it's being lifted. So the review embargo is going to be lifted on November 3rd at 9 a.m. PT and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. But on top of that, we can actually look forward to the first batch of previews that will start going live on October 21st. So that's this Friday at 6 a.m. PT and 9 a.m. Eastern time. This is getting people excited because, well, first of all, as we talked about, getting a review embargo lifted this early is always a great sign for a game. You can tell Sony is extremely confident in it. I don't think that's necessarily surprising to anybody, but it will be cool to get our first previews on October 21st. Some people probably won't even be paying attention to them, which is understandable. But if you are somebody who's been wanting to get some more information on the game and kind of hear, you know, what the game is like and what you can expect, that's going to be happening this Friday. But on top of that, and this is the final topic of the video, apparently we can expect an 18 gigabyte day one update for God of War. So this is coming from PlayStation Game Size over on Twitter, and they said that they discovered on the PSN backend update 1.01, which is apparently weighing in at 18.4 gigabytes. Now, this is, I believe, for the PS4 version, but yeah, so if you're going to be playing this game at launch, you can expect a pretty hefty update of almost 20 gigabytes to kind of come along with this game. So just wanted to let everybody know about that, but that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.